this is going to be a little different than my usual videos. I filmed this first part of gathering lumber at the end of last summer, and the end part of this just a few weeks ago. I didn't really want to post this as, I mean, it is a longship update, but it's also, sometimes we just film things because we don't know what to film, and we hope that some inspiration will come. Well, this is kind of one of those things. So the keel was done, and I really needed to get the strakes, which are the sides, purchased, and get them ready to go.
Hired someone who can actually
So,
hold this fucker.
We just literally had to raid all the lumber stores. We went to every Menards and Bloomington and Indianapolis, and my camera guy Corwin was like, "What do I shoot?" Like, since this isn't our normal stuff, just take the Steadicam or go handheld and just shoot whatever the heck you want to. I know this isn't our usual style, but let's just give it a go. Let's just pretend like we're important filmmakers, and let's just see how see how we do shooting it vlog/documentary style. It was really funny because everybody was looking at us like, "What in the hell are you guys doing?" Some people recognized though, came up and said hi. Which, by the way, if you do see me out and it's out and about, you are more than welcome to come up and say hello to me. Just don't be shocked if I act pretty awkward. It does make my day. I do appreciate it, but I am kind of a little strange. Most of the lumber we found was crap, but we just had to keep chugging along in the old Outback. But it was nice, you know. Just we don't usually get a lot of days where we're out of the shop, so it was just fun being on the road. We live about an hour south, so driving up to Indianapolis was a good time. We were just hanging out, we ate our body weight in seafood, rocking out the 80s and 90s music, folk country. Colin, my camera guy, he's in a band called Throne of Iron. You should look them up. They're pretty awesome. Yeah. Aside from having dead literally literally every Menards in Indianapolis and Bloomington just to get exactly the amount. Aside from that annoyingness, we made it a pretty good day. I did choose this New Zealand pine specifically just because it's so much easier to work with. It likes to be cut and carved. There's no real knots in it. If there are knots, they're not gonna tear out or rip or cause any kind of issues inside the planer. The shavings generally are good and fine, but we had to kind of hurry up and get our content because every one of these stores we had like guerrilla content makers running in doing our shots before some Karen manager would come and ask us to leave or turn it off, you can't film in here. I'm just like, what's the big deal? Like, who's being hurt? But apparently a lot of people were being very, very offended. But we got our shots, and I sweated my tubby butt off, and yeah, we did it all for the glory of the YouTubes. Now, we also found a telephone pole at the side of the road, so we decided to steal that because it might be able to knock some ribs out of it or something. We thought it was pretty funny. I don't know. I thought it was great. Essentially, Indiana has not much to look at. It's a pretty boring place. It's, geographically, not much here. But yeah, I just kind of want to get everybody caught up on the longship. I know it's going slow, but it's just there's just some questions that I have that I do not have answers for. Mainly the flat boards. Do they just go on the ship flat? Like, of course, they're going to be steamed. I gotta build a steamer for them, which is going to be another project all in itself. Yeah, of course, they have to be steamed and put up against a ship, but can the boards just be flat? I see half people online saying, yeah, they can be flat when you put there. Other half saying, no, they have to be, shaped to a specific way, because whenever they curve, it's not going to cover the same distance, top to bottom, left, right, which both make sense. Of course, I have to move the telephone pole by myself without Corwin helping me, so I can prove to all of you guys that I'm buff and strong and can handle anything. And the worst part was, shooting it this way, I literally had to do this like 8 times just to get this shot. Generally, if you see something that I shoot in cinematic, that means I've had to do it multiple times from multiple angles just to get everything. And I was pretty exhausted, but hey, I still did it. It's actually got really nice ring growth. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's gonna make some nice boards. If you like this style, tell me in the comments and let me know. But we're gonna go ahead and get these boards planed down, just because for the purpose of this first ship being on a very tiny local lake, it doesn't need to be bulletproof, and working with almost inch-thick boards is just going to be more work than I'm going to need. So we're planning these things down we're planning them down to basically half an inch. They're almost an inch, we're planning them down to half an inch. And you can see it's starting to stick, and I don't quite know what's happening. Not a lot's making sense. We had to go inside for a food break or to potty, but I don't know what's going on. So we're just kind of forcing these boards through at this time, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So I'm thinking about, we screw it down, like, you know, nothing's coming out. So I'm just like, I guess, like, I at this point I have no idea. So I guess it's getting clogged internally, and so like, hey, let's do something I've never done before and fix it. Like, if I can work on an engine, I'm sure I can work on the DeWalt planer. And it was actually relatively simple. Just the 4 screws and pop the cover off. That was pretty much it. Well, there's your problem right there. It's full of confetti. And we're back to making very expensive hamster cage bedding. But it still wasn't working great. I think I need to sharpen the blades. But you know, hell or high water, we're getting this done. So we just kept working, pushing them through. Some of them are bent and some are twisted, but none are bent and twisted. And I figured since I'm steaming them anyway, that it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Look at that slow-mo. But yeah, so stay tuned for more. I hope this answers some stuff, and hopefully I can get this figured out, because like I can't just do it, you know. Like, if it doesn't work, just buy more boards. I'm not one of those rich YouTube stars. Like I'm lucky if I make $400 a month from YouTube. I definitely don't do this for the ad money, that's for dang sure. So I gotta get this fully figured out before I give it a try. As I'm posting this video, you know, I'm pretty sure I already have my answer. But that was kind of my thought process. I'm just one of those people, if I can't figure something out, even if the answer's right in front of me, the way my brain works, I have to build a model. I have to put my hands on something to figure it out. I can't just sit and think about it. I gotta do. So I got some balsa wood and I made a few models, and you know, we'll figure it out from there. But thanks for sticking around, and I hope you guys are enjoying the channel.